Can I reopen my Chapter 13 case after discharge? Have you ever wondered if you can reopen your Chapter 13 bankruptcy case after it has been discharged? This is a common question for many who have gone through the bankruptcy process. The good news is that yes, it is possible to reopen your Chapter 13 case, but there are specific reasons for doing so. Typically, a case may be reopened to handle assets that were not accounted for during the initial proceedings. It can also be necessary for correcting mistakes or addressing post-discharge matters. The authority to reopen a case comes from Section 350(b) of the Bankruptcy Code. This means that either you, as the debtor, or another interested party can file a motion to request the reopening of your case. One common scenario for reopening a case is when new assets come to light after your discharge. For instance, if you receive a settlement from a class action lawsuit, the bankruptcy trustee may decide to request that the case be reopened. This is because the discharge only covers debts and assets that were disclosed during the bankruptcy process. If new assets appear, especially those that could benefit unsecured creditors, the trustee may want to manage those funds through reopening the case. To initiate the reopening process, you will need to file a motion with the court. This involves serving notice to relevant parties, including the trustee and your creditors. You may also need to pay any applicable filing fees unless you qualify for an exemption. Once the motion is filed, the court will review the reasons you presented and decide whether reopening the case is warranted. It is important to understand that reopening a Chapter 13 case is not the same as refiling for bankruptcy. Reopening focuses on addressing issues related to the original case, while refiling means starting a completely new bankruptcy process. Additionally, reopening does not automatically undo your discharge. It is primarily about managing new developments that are connected to your original bankruptcy. In summary, you can reopen your Chapter 13 case after discharge to manage new assets, correct errors, or address other relevant matters. The process requires filing a motion and notifying the necessary parties, and the court will evaluate whether reopening is appropriate based on the circumstances presented.